I'm Andre from Romanz, the group Romanz, originally from a free state in South Africa.
Hi everyone, my name is Burkhard Botha. I was born in Klerksdorp in Northwest Province.
My name is Christopher Lee Viljoen. I come from Zanin, a small town in Limpopo.
Hi, my name is Adam Barnard. I live in the northern parts of the Free State in South Africa.
When the group started, I was 16 years old.
It's 4 guys from different parts of South Africa.
They had auditions for 500 guys all over South Africa. And the final 12, they flew down to Cape Town.
We auditioned the whole day. They did hearing tests, group singing. They combined everything. You did 2 solo songs.
And out of the 12, the 4 of us got chosen.
Yeah, and we got chosen the afternoon. That same evening we shot the first CD cover.
And that was the first evening we met. First day we set eyes upon each other.
And the next morning we recorded the first song. And 4 weeks after that we went gold for the first album. Well, we had a long list of names that we could choose from.
We wanted to have a name that is universal in all languages, and
we had to choose well because we wanted something that had an international feel.
And we decided that it's 4 guys that sings romantic music in suits.
It means very mix between romantic and full men singing, so it really fits our kind of brand.
So in the Afrikaans world you talk about man, so it's Romanz.
I mean, they were in the market for, like, if I remember correctly, 2 months, and they were a household name in South Africa already.
There's always conflict because it's 4 creative brains, 4 people that's really highly motivated to make it, especially in the international market. So
I think everyone is allowed to have their differences, and you're allowed to have a different opinion.
The nice thing about Romanz is we all came from fairly the same backgrounds, and we have the same values and the same drive in life and what we want to achieve at Romanz.
When you work as a unit and you have to do certain things and there's certain goals that have been set by the company or by ourselves, you work together. It's not difficult. After 5 years, you sort of get to know how everyone thinks, and
we all just focus on Romanz. So Romanz is at the end of the day the main goal.
well, it's a dream. We're chasing the same dream, so for us it's easy.
And if in doubt, just then we run.
Oh, there's so many highlights I think that I've had. I think if I can think of 2 big highlights.
Singing the national anthem between the Springboks and the All Blacks in 2009.
It was, I think, in front of 70,000 people.
The singing on the Royal Monaco wedding.
Of Princess Charlene and Prince Albert, that was one of the big highlights. Singing at that wedding was something that I think I'll never forget, and will always cherish the moments. And
we got a nice head start with nominations for Best Newcomers, Best New Group. We won various awards for Best Album and of course Best DVD for both our DVDs, which is fantastic.
It's always a wonderful experience to perform with international acts.
Of course, joining the stage with icons like Jennifer Rush, songs like Power of Love, we all grew up with that music.
People like Catherine Jenkins, we've performed a lot with, and David Garrett, and it's a humbling experience. We also like always to say that we are quite unique because of the fact that we are solo artists that came together, but we're 4 completely different singers. We have a very wide variety of music that we can cover and do it in our own unique way. Now, we're not as classical as some other vocal quartets, but we're not as pop as some boy bands.
Most people don't like extreme heat and most people don't like extreme cold, but if it's 20 degrees or if it's 22 degrees, it's perfect.
So Romanz slots in right in the middle, and I think that makes us quite unique. Romanz is currently still a very young brand in Europe.
We were quite blown away with the warm reception of the fans in especially Germany.
I think the people in Germany especially is very acceptable to our sound of our kind of music.
I think we fit in a different way.
And yeah, we've had great experiences there as well.
we want to be international stars. We think we can do it. We think we can make it. I think we've got the material. I think we've got the looks. I think we've got the music, the personalities, to really take it to the next level.
We had some amazing experiences singing live on TV and also live in the northern parts of Italy, and also recording some stuff in London, which for us is a real pace setter at the moment.
Any musician's dream.
Well, our sound can be defined, or they define it in London or in other parts of Europe, as being popera, because it's a type of light classical music intertwined with lighter sounds and pop music as well sometimes.
You know, we're not as classical as some other vocal quartets, but we're not as pop as some boy bands.
All of us, we have classical backgrounds. We've been taught all of the heavy opera arias. But growing up as children, we listened to Bryan Adams, we listened to Celine Dion, we listened to all of the more contemporary artists.
And the variation that we can create in the tonal variations and the styles that we combine and do in our own way is very unique.
In the near future with Sony, we're very, very grateful to be on board with them. It's always good. Change is a good thing going forward, and we have a gospel album on the way. Gospel is a very big part of Romanz, although we are a commercial brand. So that's for the near future, the next thing in the pipeline.